Sawadee Kop, this is Kru Jonathan here with the Kru Muay Thai podcast, episode 3. It is currently September 27th, a little bit after 9 p.m. So we got a lot of stuff on today's podcast. I got one of our students and a friend of mine, Mr. David Chavez, who's going to be joining us on the podcast today. We're going to be going over some of the stuff that we've been going over at the academy. We also got some competition stuff tomorrow. So with that being said, we'll get started with the podcast. All right, Mr. Chavez, how you doing today, man?
Good, Pooh. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. So you came in for sparring and bag class tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm still kind of dealing with the pains of that.
It's awesome to have you in. So I guess for those that don't really know our history, because I had somebody who's like, hey, who's that guy, David? Like, what, I guess, can I just go give your background a little bit?
Well, me personally, I started doing Muay Thai, what was it, this point, almost 15 years ago, I think?
No, not 15 years, man.
Not 15?
No, because I'm not coming up on 15 years yet.
Okay, so I was 15 when I started. I'm 29, so 14-ish?
Like a little over 13 years.
Yeah, probably
a little over 13 years. On and off and stuff like that.
Blurry.
Right?
Those days were kind of tough.
Different style of sparring for sure.
Yeah,
compared to what we're doing now. With all it's funny. I talked with that about like the head stuff with Coach Ryan on the last podcast. How he was coaching youth football. For anybody listening, you can go check it out. And I remember you said you didn't listen to episode 2 yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, so definitely go in and check that out. You can hear it. We're talking a lot about the heads up concussion training, all the different head injury stuff that's been coming out there. But it's been awesome having you in the academy. Your brother was training with us for a little bit too.
Yeah.
But you're awesome having in here on Friday nights. I know you're a busy guy. You're a business owner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I stay busy all the time. Business owner, work, and go to school.
So, and you've quartered me like once or twice, right?
Yeah, I believe twice.
Twice.
And I drove you to Arizona.
Drove me to Arizona when I was sucked dry. That was terrible.
The whole way over there.
That was a lesson learned, man.
Yeah, it was.
So I learned that Arizona heat is no joke.
It was fun though.
Yeah, definitely. But hey, so just a little bit for everybody out there, what's going on? We've had a crazy busy week here in the academy. I had one of the kids' parents who mentioned it to me, like, man, like, when do you sleep? That's what she told me.
Sleep?
Yeah, no sleep. Just kind of recap from, like, past weekend. Our last podcast was last Friday. And, we had Mr. Montijo, Jeremy Montijo, competed for an MMA title for Lights Out promotion. I found out that the guy's name, it's funny, I met this guy. I had no idea who he was. And he's the promoter. And apparently his nickname was Mr. Lights Out in the NFL.
Oh.
Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
Let me see if
I'm
I can
not
look
familiar
that up.
with NFL.
Have you seen the Lights Out promotion before?
Yeah, I watched it on Fox.
Yeah.
Probably a few months ago. He had one like on a Wednesday.
Yeah, he did one. They were doing it a while ago, but I don't think they were televising it all. Yeah. Definitely, they were doing Muay Thai and stuff too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they did Muay Thai over at Hollywood Park Casino. The guy's name is Sean Merriman. So I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but apparently he's known for just taking guys out, hence the
gotcha.
Mr. Lights Out
that
name.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So he's been out there promoting this. It's their third show. This was a rematch at the 135-pound division. It's amateur MMA. They call it the D League. I guess it's supposed to be like Development League or something like that. Because you can't really tell that it would be an amateur MMA match compared to pro if you didn't know. Because there's just no elbows to the head and no knees to the face.
Okay, so it's just none of that brutal cutting stuff.
Yeah, none of the fun stuff, right?
None of the good stuff.
And I think the round times are a little bit shorter too. But he did 3-minute rounds, which is like. Usually, like, they're doing pro MMA fights, they do them. Some of them are like that, but usually it's 3 5-minute rounds, I think is what they're trying to go for.
Yeah, and then championship fights are like, I think, was it 5 minutes? No, 5 3 minutes?
Yeah, but then that really goes into the promotion, too. So, but for that one, for amateur title, 3-minute rounds against a kid named J.J. Buckner.
It was a rematch, right?
Yeah, a rematch from the first one. Jeremy lost the decision in the first one. And he'd been training really hard, really focused on this one. He's been working with us and with his team over at Elite MMA also, Boston's Academy.
When you spar with him sometimes, it's like, when he has that opening to just take your ass down or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm apprehensive sometimes, It's like, oh, dang, he had it right there.
Yeah, he's definitely, when he first came to me, he was actually supposed to be competing like 4 weeks later. I'm like, I can't do much with you. You have to go to fundamentals. We can do one-on-one training, get you prepped for that. But I had him start over fundamentals just like everybody else too.
Yeah.
But did you happen to see them fight?
No, I didn't see it. I was supposed to catch it, but I came to train.
Let's pull it up right now.
They showed it on Friday. I think they're gonna show it again this Saturday.
Yeah, it was on Fox Sports West or something like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not too loud on me. I'm just gonna fast forward to the action. You can just kind of. So it was ringside.
Yeah.
Some other guy that was there was recording this one, so it's not the live event. Might take a second to buffer and everything. Our Wi-Fi here is kind of shoddy on Main Street, man.
Yeah, I'm excited because he had been talking about it for already a few months.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it. It's a nice view, so you can see it, but you can tell by the way that I'm sitting right behind where he's at.
What's the video called or what?
This one, I think it's a private video. It's just Jeremy Montijo versus JJ Buckner 2. So it's the rematch. Let's see if I can get my Wi-Fi on. This one is at Commerce Casino.
Yeah.
Great event. The promoter did a great job taking care of all the competitors, making sure everybody's ready.
Gotcha.
The only downside was since it was a CSAC show and the camo, the amateur sanctioning body. What ended up happening is CSAC took over Jeremy's warm-up table. They put us in the wrong corner, all kinds of weird stuff, man. But let's see if it'll load. Come on.
So how was it? What did you go? Did you guys go like the day before for weigh-ins or something?
Yeah, we went the day before for weigh-ins, and I was supposed to go down there and get my corner license renewed. Went down there, they didn't have the paperwork. I was pretty pissed because I just drove it wasted 5 hours of my day on a Friday.
Yeah. And
right now I don't have a whole lot of time, but that's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, it is.
Things that we do for these guys, man. But Jeremy's worth it. He's definitely a team player.
Yeah.
He's been out there a lot with us, went to Thailand with us, Thailand training camp and everything too. He's an awesome kid.
Yeah, he definitely has a t-shirt and all this. Definitely.
I'll turn it down just a little bit. We'll just let it load. We'll just let it do its thing.
Yeah. I'm excited to do that. I was looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I know Jeremy was saying he was kind of a little worried of the guys like lead left hook or something.
Yeah, he was saying he was working a lot on his lead left hook, and we're working a lot on his body kicks. But a lot of MMA guys, they're worried about landing a body kick. But I feel that they're kind of telegraphing it, and they're trying to put too much power behind it, rather than just focus on like speed and technique, more of like a Thai style body kick.
Well, yeah, it's because MMA they work at a further distance because then you have a takedown.
Yeah, but at this level too, expect that much.
Yeah.
But I know for Jeremy is a CIF wrestling champion. So he's been wrestling for like 12, 13 years. So as long as I've been doing Muay Thai, he's been wrestling.
And he's a southpaw too, right?
Southpaw, which adds a different dynamic. So you guys don't know what southpaw is. That's a left-handed stance where your power side's back. That's your left side.
Yeah.
Orthodox stance, which is opponents are orthodox. Your power side would be his right hand. That's back. He's running in. So kind of feeling each other out.
And keeping a good distance.
And JJ landed trying to go in for that right hand.
Damn. He smothered that left hook.
Yeah.
He did a switch right kick. Pretty good. Damn, again, timed it perfectly. Damn, that's
nice. Oh, Jeremy fell right there, lost his balance.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Montijo, nice body kick.
Dude, that switch kick though, once it lands a few times, it's just gonna try to lower his guard a little bit, maybe try to block it and...
Just speak into the mic too, okay? Like, speak towards the mic. Yeah. Just watch, yeah.
You got a good lead right hook.
JJ's leading with a straight right and a right hook. The clip Jeremy dropped him.
Yeah.
You go to the ground, Jeremy's backs up against the cage. And he's got him I think he's in half guard. You know what's weird? Did you hear the bell just ring right there?
Yeah.
They rang it one time. I think the timekeeper thought they were gonna stop it.
They were probably just excited as we are.
Yeah. But Jeremy had like a knee bar turned here, so in amateur MMA you can't do a twisting knee bar or heel hook. But he could have gotten a knee bar right there. If it had been professional, Jeremy would have had a knee bar off of that.
This is the guy holding the cage.
Yeah, he was. The referee hits his hand a couple times. Do you see his right knee's on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he hits his hand right there. The referee hits JJ's hand.
But this is Jeremy's world too, right?
Yeah, ground game is Jeremy.
And they do some work.
Yeah. Okay, so Jeremy got like an illegal up kick that happened right there. And his opponent's grabbing the cage. The ref stops them.
Not separated, yeah.
But yeah, separates them. He's going to give Jeremy a point deduction right
It's
here.
no good for the other guy.
He talked to the other guys, checking to make sure he's okay. I don't know if he's talking about holding the cage or something like that, but Jeremy's going to get a point deduction right here. So, I mean, holding the cage and a legal strike, two completely different fouls. You know, legal strike definitely could be point deduction.
Yeah, definitely weighs a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to see what's going to do in here, because he was definitely clipping the other guy.
Oh, yeah. I think that's Jeremy's sister. That's yelling in the background.
And he has good footwork, always moving, being active.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 point. 1 point deduction. They touch gloves too, that's sportsmanship too.
I'm just excited to see if I see that switch right kick again. That was crispy.
I'm trying to get Jeremy to use his teep a little bit more. I was loading again. Look at his hands a little wider right there, right? See?
Yeah, trying to cover the loading.
Mm-hmm. Oh, as this just kind of buffers a little bit. And good action so far.
No, it's good.
Yeah, and the crowd is on fire for it too, man.
And it's good too, because they've known each other already. It's a second fight, so they kind of straight got to it from round one.
And you have to with amateur style competition, everything as well. Come on, Wi-Fi.
That's what I always notice with amateur. It's more kind of like go, 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 and once you start getting more into like.
There's no feel out process. Yeah, with pro MMA, it's like, you know, when they're doing the championship fights, it's 5 3-minute or 5 5-minute rounds.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's
filling each other out and stuff like that. Start gauging the distance and.
It's like professional Muay Thai. It's like 15 minutes total of fighting.
Yeah, it's crazy too how the pace kind of changes in professional Muay Thai. It's more methodical in the beginning, you know.
It can be. Yeah. You know, you get some guys that try to come out of the gate, especially like foreigners. You come to Thailand, the guys that just try to rush and like, I got first round knockout in Thailand. It's like, hey, bro, you played the game wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't blame them. I mean, here in the West, every round scored the same.
That's
supposed
right.
to build up for gambling and
stuff. Was it
like
the second and third round, right, or scored differently?
Wait, we're back in here. Oh, a nice left kick, high kick right there too.
Well, that looks like a
Jeremy.
kick.
Oh, JJ tried to throw a kick back. I was telling Jeremy to try to get him to kick.
Sounds like that homie needs to come here and start learning.
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy's going for a single. He's got JJ pressed against cage. He got the double. So right here we're telling him to clasp his hands. His wrestling coach is saying, "Grab your hands." You can hear me. JJ's trying to elbow the body, which you can do. Jeremy's knee in the leg, freaking hard here. Finally, you have a competitor that's doing that, not throwing baby knees.
Hooked it up.
Yeah, he locked the hands, so Jeremy's like, I know I got it. Listen, big slam. Got him against the cage. Doesn't need the body. He was trying to say it was like low or something like that. But I saw it was pretty clean to the body. And it's just ground and pound, and he's kind of shelled up. It's amateur, so they stopped it.
He completely gave up.
Yeah, but that was the match right there.
Oh, yeah.
And here's a really class act. You hear some of the guys that are here for JJ come over and try to like watch this. Listen. So he's saying back to the head. JJ's telling him like, hey, shh, be quiet. So Mr. Buckner is listening to this, man. Hey, class act, man.
Yeah.
All the respect in the world. We're super stoked to share the cage with you and your team. You know, you guys will definitely meet each other again in the future.
Yeah.
But that was it right there, man.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Yeah, good match for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was super stoked about the result for him. You know, he's been really trying to push for that for a while.
Yeah, he definitely was putting in the work for that one.
Oh yeah. You know, so alongside of this competition that we had at Commerce, Jeremy, he brought in the belt too this week.
That's right.
It's a nice belt.
Yeah.
Lights Out didn't skimp on that for amateur belt. I think it's heavy. It's got some weight on it.
Yeah, it definitely made up some nice alloys.
Oh yeah, alloys.
Yeah.
It definitely, like you hit it. It's metal. It's not plastic belt. So along with that, we also had Mr. Sanchez, who's Tulare Fire Chief. Tulare County Fire Chief. Yeah, he actually. Yeah, he did the Battle of the Badges down in Pasadena. Yeah. It was an event for mental health awareness. This is his first match. He actually planned on doing a competition in November.
Gotcha. But
he's like, hey, this came up. It's a good opportunity. He's going through some personal stuff too. That he was like, hey, I need to do this. This is going to be awesome. And he kind of took on short notice. His original opponent, I guess, got injured. So they matched him up against a Border Patrol agent. How do you feel about that?
Me personally, I'd probably hit a little harder.
You know, it definitely. You know, I told him, I'm like, hey man, like, you know, don't worry about who you're gonna compete with.
Yeah.
Go out there and have fun. It's all about you.
That's right.
You know, go out there, have fun. It's a good good thing. It's a fundraiser for mental health awareness. It's a win-win no matter what happens. And just to enjoy the whole experience, it was pretty sick setup. It was out in front of like one of the city hall or like a theater or something like that.
Damn, that's nice.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. The pictures from it were pretty amazing.
So how was that? What happened with that? What was the outcome?
He went out down there with Nick.
Oh,
so
right
Nick cornered him,
Yeah.
and Moises, Kushti's assistant.
Oh, yeah.
So Moises, awesome guy too. So they went down there, and our student Dakota went down to go support as well.
Gotcha.
Have you met that guy Dakota?
No.
He's a nice kid. He's military and stuff like that too. But they went down there. I guess first round went well. I guess Chris hit him, and I guess he's like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Oh.
And Nick's yelling like, "It's a fight!" But I kind of told him like, "Hey, you guys aren't getting paid. Go out there, have fun."
Yeah.
They're wearing 16-ounce gloves, headgear, and stuff like that. But Chris put in his work and made sure to try to practice some ringmanship and stuff like that as well. They got over to the second round. And I guess Chris ended up dropping him with so Chris is also a southpaw. Mr. Sanchez also a southpaw. Team southpaw last weekend. He landed a right hook. I guess he made the guy stumble a little bit, and the referee just stopped it. Yeah, referee stopped it. So a good stoppage. But congratulations to Mr. Sanchez and Tulare County Fire Department having an awesome fire chief. We love having that guy here.
That's good. So you're 2-0 this weekend.
Yeah, past weekend 2-0.
That's right.
Yeah, super stoked for that. So that was it for the weekend. I was burnt, man, from all the driving and stuff. From that weekend, drove back that night. I had our student, Mr. Rose from Tomahawk Barbershop. We have a big team from Tomahawk Barbershop came out. A bunch of students came out from our leadership team. Mr. Perez, Mr. Logan. I know Mr. Perez came out and stuff too from our competition team. So thank you guys for coming out and supporting the team, and for like Dakota and the other students that showed up to Mr. Sanchez's Battle of the Badges match. Thanks for showing up there and going out and supporting the team, guys. I know it says a lot about our team for traveling that far to go out to support them for amateur matches.
Yeah, definitely. You have to have a family out there, especially if you're going to war.
Especially Mr. Montillo's match. It's on Fox Sports Net or at Fox Sports West.
Yeah, I believe so.
If you guys look out for Lights Out promotion, put that on your DVR and watch it. But I guess it broadcast last night, and Jeremy's match is the only match that wasn't broadcast. I wonder why.
The amateur bout, right?
Well, no, all the other amateur bouts got broadcast too, just Jeremy's.
Yeah, they probably did such a good job. They didn't want to show the world.
Yeah, maybe they want to save it, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, if we find this video, if it stays up for a little bit, maybe I could post it in the show notes later for you guys. So going over towards the week, we also had our adult promotions for our adult Muay Thai program that took place this week as well. Man, we also ran our classes at the same time. So it was a packed house. You weren't here for that, were you?
No, it wasn't.
You came on Wednesday? No.
But the promotion or the whole setup you have is definitely different than what I've seen in previous gyms, and I think it definitely sets goals, and it helps people actually see where they're at and how they're progressing.
Oh yeah. Well, this one too. We had some people testing up within the intermediate program, so then they have to actually do sparring testing by that point because they've been sparring. And we get to see like technical sparring. And one of the things I told them too is if they go too hard, like I'm gonna fail them.
Yeah.
And they're have to redo it again.
Oh, gotcha.
So to kind of pre-frame that, they did their physical testing. They did technical testing with fundamentals. And then they had to do pad rounds. So these people were testing in for purple shirt. They had to do 3 rounds on the pads, 3 2-minute rounds, 10 push-ups between the rounds. I was calling out different strikes and stuff like that for the pad holders to feed them. As well as the orange shirts who were testing the green shirt had to do 2 rounds. But for them, they didn't have like shin guards on because they don't use that in our fundamentals for beginner students for fundamentals. But we had one person testing for blue shirt. That's right before like our advanced program that we have set up. And that was actually one of my teens, Mr. Wild Brandt.
Gotcha.
From our youth competition team. So he's testing for the blue shirt.
So 4 solid rounds of testing your will and strength.
On pads. I had our leadership team stepped up big time. Thank you so much to Gabby, to Jeff and Myra for helping out with the classes when we were doing that, along with Josh, my brother Josh, for helping out with the fundamentals when the class was going on, and Coach Todd. It was cool to have everybody in for once. So we had everybody on the mats because we had the classes going on at the same time too.
Yeah, and I like your whole promotional thing too because obviously it's different than other gyms where we used to go where it's just kind of first day, first go kind of thing. And this one you're building them into it. And even people are happy when they're able to elevate into the more, professional classes that you have.
Yes, yeah, like our intermediate advanced programs.
The intermediate advanced, and then especially when it's sparring day and and then they're able to put it all together, or you see them slip their first punch and they're all excited.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that too is like when it comes into like sparring testing, you know, they get the new students, the fundamental students get to see kind of where they're going to.
Yeah.
You see like, oh man, this is awesome. You know, men and women. We had a couple of girls that ladies were testing in there too. To our purple shirt. Yeah. We had Gina and Mia that were testing for the purple shirt, and they did great. And Christine too. Christine, that's right. Christine.
And it's good too because I mean you have your advanced students. Obviously, when they're sparring with the people that are just kind of fresh and brand new, kind of let them know, like, hey, sometimes some people go a little too hard or something.
And size difference, too. Yeah. The size difference. And that's what I was telling them. Like, I'm looking to see how you're working to your partner's level as part of your test. Yeah. So that's what I like to see out of all of our students is to see how they work with each other like that. So.
Yeah, and that's good, too, that you have kind of restrict their power and strength. I mean, anybody can throw full force, but that's not the point, you know?
No, it's about staying technical and being able to work with everybody. Because then you have more training partners.
Yeah. Nobody's hurt, and... Just like, with old age and stuff, everything starts aching. So
again, this is a great topic me and Coach Ryan touched in episode 2. So definitely go back and check that out. So, if you're listening to this and you haven't listened to episode 2, go back and check it out. Also along with that, like our leadership team stepping up for that and the sparring testing, man, it went great. So I had a special guest there for the first time ever. Kru Jonathan, my trainer showed up. For promotions, and t-shirt colors aren't a thing that they give away in Thailand. So he was super stoked. He understands why we do it. Yeah, he's like, hey, not everybody out here is out here to compete. They're here for self-improvement.
Yeah, Kru Jonathan, we'd always giving that good wisdom, and you always learn something. It's like if it's not about fighting, it could be about life,
Yeah, and he gave a great speech about that too towards the end of testing, which was awesome. I kind of put him on the spot.
Yeah,
but he's good with words because it's Muay Thai. Anytime Muay Thai is related. He's usually pretty spot on with how he talks about it.
Yeah, definitely. Muay Thai has a lot of parallels to like life and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you have no idea how happy that made me having him there. Because he's asked before. He's like, hey, let me know when you have like a promotion. I'll do my best to make it out. And he got to see some of the kids sparring too. He had like kids sparring class before, so I was super happy. And his wife was out here too, and they're able to see it. And just we talked about it afterwards. Like, man, just what you're doing with the programs.
Yeah, that's cool because sometimes I come in a little early and I see the kids program and I see how busy it is and how many kids are there. It's crazy seeing it grow.
Some of these kids, the way they spar, freaks me out because I always remind them. I'll go, hey, don't forget how nice I am to you. Don't forget how nice I am to you.
Some involving. See some of these kids have been here for at least 3-4 years.
Well, wild. He's been 2 years now, and he's taller than me. And kid's 11, 12 years old. He's 12 years old now, and he's taller than me.
Oh yeah.
And the kid can clinch too, So it's like pretty soon he's gonna be heavier than me.
I know. I gotta be careful in 10 years with those guys.
Gotta watch out for these kids.
I know. They're the
savages coming up, man.
Especially how you're teaching them I think the perfect way to learn, especially when you come in at such a young age.
So with Wild and stuff too, it's been cool to see him come along through competition. Michael and some of the other teenagers that are in the program now. They went through my kids program. Now they're in the teens program.
Yeah, it's crazy because you see them and you're like, oh man, when did you go 6 inches?
Also, you're looking down. Next time you see them, you're looking up at them. So it's cool to see the kids kind of develop into that role and kind of developing that. They're getting that testosterone. The boys and girls, they're hitting harder now.
Yeah.
And they have the technique now that's like, boom.
Like I always say that testosterone is the greatest drug given to man.
And even the girls get it too. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how hard they can be hitting. And that kind of goes into our kids promotions too. That with the kids promotions the following day, man, that was awesome. It's always cool to see kids move up, the parents show up. I put a lot of pressure on the kids, come in promotion week. They have to fill out a whole letter that they give to their teachers and for their parents to fill out. Yeah, have I shown you one of those before?
Yeah, I think I actually did go over.
Yeah, you should be like, oh, that's really cool how you do that. I think I have some back here, but what would you I'll just show you.
I've always told you, I'm like, man, the way you've structured everything, I give you nothing but props with that.
Yeah, they have to put what they mean to do their best. This one here says, to do my best means to listen and try hard.
I always think it's cool too when you meet a parent and you don't even know. They're like, oh, how'd you get into it? Like, oh, my kid started doing it, then I started joining the class.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
One of the cool things too is for this is that the parents get some feedback from the teacher. This one here it said like the student is very polite and engages with adults. This is a very worthwhile activity, and they're telling them to, like, for martial arts training here in our academy and keep at it. So the teachers see the value in this stuff too, and it's cool because the parents get to see that feedback from the teacher. It's like a little check-in without having to bother the teacher too much too. It's easy for them to fill out. So I'm really stoked about that.
Tracks the discipline.
Oh yeah, and we give like a rating on the breathing, etiquette, how they're calling out, techniques, basic combinations, and stuff like that. Their execution, understanding. If they make a mistake, I always look for a kid not to like show emotion, just like, hey, we'll try it again. And that's something that you see with the one of the kids I was testing for purple shirt, my kids program. That's the next level. That's like the first test with an intermediate. He was like, when you make a mistake, he would make eye contact with me, but he didn't show it that he made a mistake. But only me and him knew that he made a mistake, and the person holding pads for him. No one else would have known the wiser. So along with that too, man, it already sounds like a busy week. But that same day, we worked on getting the heavy bag stuff in the academy.
Oh yeah.
So I'm finishing these up today and stuff as well. We were working on it with my friend Ralph. He's one of Jeremy's friends that he introduced to me. He helped me get all that stuff anchored in the back. Oh man.
Yeah, it's definitely that's gonna be nice for those back classes. They get so packed here on Fridays.
Oh yeah, we're gonna redo it. Well, you know what? You say it's been packed, but honestly, I've been looking at redoing the Friday afternoon. This is the first time you're hearing about it, but the Friday afternoon schedule, because for like a little while there, it's like 2-3 people max that are coming, so not one person. Yeah. So I'm looking at revamping some schedule throughout the week for the kids and stuff too, and the teens to add more classes in.
Yeah, to fill it in.
Just add more classes in there, but having those in this back room, it also allows us to have some of our kids' classes back here. So I'm looking at redoing like our front desk seating area, like up at the front, like almost like a little mini bleacher setup, as well as here in the back. So we're in more cubby space, maybe a little bit like changing like curtains, stuff like that to get changed. Not everybody's changed in the bathroom. Yeah. We're also tomorrow, the academy's closed, no classes tomorrow during competition day. We're redoing the flooring up at the front of the academy, getting this new gray laminate. I can't wait, man.
So you got some guys fighting tomorrow? Or?
Yeah, we got some competitions tomorrow, and we'll kind of get into that in here in a bit on our next section. But last thing I want to just mention from this week is we had Kru Alex Anushian from On It Muay Thai out in Austin. He came out and visited the academy. I've known him for about coming up on 10 years now. He lived out. This guy is legit. Kru Alex is awesome, man. He trained out at Luke Prabat Gym, which he actually told me, I guess it closed down.
Oh, dang.
I guess there was some problems with the ownership. So that was the longest running Muay Thai gym in Thailand.
Whoa.
So the son of the head trainer, he opened up a place not too far from there called Nornaxon. But he's mostly in Japan. But so a lot of the trainers went over there and the competitors. But I guess they turned it into condos.
Oh, dang.
So you see that Monkan right there, right above your head? Yeah. See that piece of rope that's attached to it? Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah, so that's actually from the first ring that they had built there. So Kunaku was training that ring, man. So I had that title Monkan. I'm glad I have that. Because that gym's not there anymore. I just found out about it yesterday. I'm always telling people, like, hey, you can go train. You can go train in Nornaxon. Yeah. Up in the countryside, up in Saraburi. But no more Luke Prabat. And they had a lot of awesome championship fighters and trainers. Like Big Yak, who was the Yadsin Klai's pad holder, was from there.
Oh, yeah.
The big guy that used to hold for a long time. I just posted a picture up on Facebook of me with him the other day. With Yadsin Klai and like Nara Pol Fairtex. But they also had what's his name? Kampet Lek. He's over at Fairtex Gym now. He's a Fairtex fighter. He's sponsored. That's from Luke Prabat. I think there's another fighter that was there that Alex told me about, but I can't remember his name. But he's also over at Fairtex.
So you guys are kind of from the same family tree, I guess you can say.
Yeah. All come from the same place. Luckily Kunaki brought that over here and shared that with our students. But they're kind of known for you figure you have that many decades of experience. You're gonna know your stuff. You're gonna know your stuff. Be able to help refine the art and work on footwork, work on balance. Hey, turn your toe this way. Turn your foot this inch this way when you do this kick or when you're doing this.
That do a world of a difference.
Yeah, because literally someone was telling me about Kriok. Like, look, he's not even looking at their bodies moving. Because a lot of guys that get bought out at Fairtex are already champion fighters. Yeah. In Thailand. And so all he's doing is looking at the feet, making small corrections from their feet and positioning and distancing. That's it.
One of the most important fundamentals right there.
And that's all he's doing with these guys. So, but it's good stuff. If you guys want to look it up, you look up Yodsen Klai pad training. You look up some old stuff. You'll see his big Thai guy that's holding for him. That was Big Yak. Watch how he's holding pads for him, because that's the stuff that is often overlooked from trainers.
What's his name again?
Big Yak. Yeah, Big Yak was the pad trainer's name.
Oh.
But you're saying something about that. Sorry.
Yeah. Yesterday, everybody was excited when he was here because they were.
Oh, for Kru Jonathan.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were revamping what they were doing and stuff.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Yeah, with Kru Alex and everything. And he runs an awesome program out there, On It. If you guys aren't familiar with On It, they're a supplement company. I actually use the Alpha Brain nootropics.
I use the Total Primate Care.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What is that supposed to do?
It just has a bunch of different vitamins in there. They have a day pack and a night pack.
Day pack, night pack.
Yeah, I like the
you take
night.
Both?
Yeah, I like the night pack because sometimes when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I can hit my snooze button.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when I take that stuff, it's just right when the alarm goes off, I'm good to go.
You get deep sleep.
Yeah, that's the best. The biggest difference I've seen with that.
More restful sleep.
Yeah.
That's man. I have to try that. What's it called again?
It's the Total Primate Care. It's
Primal Care.
Total Primal Care, I believe.
Care. Okay.
TPC, I believe.
Okay.
Multivitamins.
Man, I have to check that out, because I took their New Mood for a while, but it wasn't really my thing. I supposed to take it at night, but I always felt a little bit drowsy the next day.
Yeah, I took the Shroom Tech and Alpha
Shroom
Brain.
Tech?
Yeah.
I've heard good stuff about that. We had Coach Joey was taking that. He said good things about it.
Yeah, I dabbled with a bunch of their stuff, and I just ended up getting the whole care package, which I think is good enough.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, going back to Kru Alex real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to him and his team. His trainer, his assistant coach they got here, Dallas. He's young kid, 23. Kid's pretty good. He just fought TBAs and stuff like that, the Thai Boxing Classics out in Iowa. But they're great people, and they're working on really building their team out there. So if you guys are out in Austin ever, he said pretty much open invite for anybody out from our team that wants to go check them out. If you're not from our team, go check them out, because it's a great facility too. They have full-size ring, they have jiu-jitsu, strength conditioning programs, everything out there too. So he runs their whole Muay Thai program. Yeah,
I got great feedback from everybody here after class. They're all excited, saying, "Oh, my jab's a lot better just from like simple little adjustments," and it's pretty cool. Yeah, he
knows his stuff, man, and it was good to have that more Thai style instruction in you too.
Yeah, definitely. That was good.
Okay, so all in all, it's been an awesome week of events here at the academy. Like I said, obviously very busy, and then we had competition training today and stuff too. Working, we moved all the stuff from the front of the academy, the whole reception setup. We have a front desk coming tomorrow still to work and help take care of some things, some clerical stuff, or the tournament at the competitions tomorrow. But one of the things I want to remind everybody too, don't forget about our VIP month for all of our students. It starts October 1st, our VIP drive. We're giving away $250 cash. You know about this?
Dang, I should know about it.
Yeah, hey. Yeah, $250 cash. Giving away like Amazon gift cards and like some equipment, t-shirts, and other things like that too. So we have the VIP passes at the front desk. What you guys have to do, fill out your name on them. Make sure your name's on it, because that's a requirement for them to participate in it. What ends up happening is you give that card to somebody. They come in and do like an intro and get started with their first lesson with us. You get 3 tickets in our raffle. We're going to do, I think the drawing's on November 2nd. It's a Saturday. So we're going to do the drawing on November 2nd. But what ends up happening is they come in and you get 3 tickets in the raffle with that. If that person enrolls in the program, you get an additional 10 tickets into the drawing. So, So the more people you bring in, the better. There is a couple of terms and conditions for it too, a couple of rules. Like the person has to have never been here, like a student before. New students only, pretty much, that you would be bringing into the door for it. But it's a super cool way to get your friends or your coworkers to come in and just check out the academy, even if it's only one time. We highly encourage it. You can only check it out one time, but it is for a 2-week free trial. So yeah, man, before you leave, definitely I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. Try to get my mom to come in or something.
Oh yeah, bad class or something like that, right? Or strength conditioning, 6 a.m. with Coach Martha.
Yeah, just teach them. Like I always tell people, Muay Thai is definitely. It's way better than lifting weights.
Oh yeah.
Especially coming here. Like I always tell people, like, oh, where are you going to church? Because it's definitely a place.
It's definitely some people's church.
Yeah,
definitely some people's church. So kind of just segueing into the next part of what we have going on tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow we have some competitions down at Sit-Yaltang, LA, in Monrovia.
That's right. Is that Ralphie?
Yeah, I got Mr. Gonzalez. I guess I said like Garcia last time for his last name. So his last name is not Garcia. It's Gonzalez.
It's like same difference.
Yeah, say it, not like Robert Garcia. He's like, I'm gonna joke and say I'm Robert Garcia. If you guys don't know who Robert Garcia is, Google him. Robert Garcia boxing.
Famous boxer, now more known for his training abilities now.
Yes, yeah, but he was savage too. He was like 30-1 or 30-2 or something like that. Yeah. His last 2 losses where he ended his career.
Yeah.
And his first loss is against Diego Corrales.
Oh, that's right.
Remember Diego Corrales?
Yeah, Did he fight Floyd Mayweather by it?
I don't know.
Was it?
I don't know. But I only know is that he was supposed to be like the next big thing. And Robert just happened to be in the way with him.
Yeah.
And I guess Diego ended up dying in a motorcycle accident out in Vegas. Yeah, that's why I don't like my friends riding motorcycles, man. Excited about that.
I gotta. No, they're fun though.
Stop, man. No, I don't like you guys riding them.
Yeah, there's some good boxing fights this weekend too.
Oh, who's going on?
I think it's Porter versus what's his?
Is it pay-per-view or?
Yeah, it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
Is it DAZN or DAZN or whatever it's called?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view, satellite or cable or something.
I think it's gonna be Porter versus God damn the guy. Oh.
Yeah. Talking to Mike.
I'm like, what's his name? He just fought recently. He fought against actually Mikey Garcia. He fought against Earl Spence.
Mikey Garcia, that's Robert Garcia's brother.
Yeah, he fought it. Yeah, so it's gonna be Earl Spence, I think, versus Sean Porter.
Oh, okay.
And then you got some.
What weight is that? 130?
No, I think they're probably 145. I think.
47.
147.
We go 147 then welterweight for them.
Yeah, because I know Mikey Garcia had to go up 2 weight classes for that.
Oh wow.
But if you guys don't know, I'm actually a really big boxing fan. Just as much as Muay Thai, but
I know he's fighting. Me on the know for all the boxing stuff that I don't know about.
And I think Benavidez is gonna fight. He's a fighter out of Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah,
Where's the fights at? Where are they?
I'm not too sure. Probably Vegas. You can't go wrong if you just say Vegas.
No, man. So DVR them if you're going to the competitions tomorrow.
Yeah, there's some pretty good Mexican fighters in bigger weight classes now. So. Yeah, I think he's like a big kid, like 160.
Oh, damn.
No, a little, maybe 170.
Oh, 170s.
Yeah,
okay, that is big for boxing right now for popular fights. So hey, so we got Ralph going on tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so he's gonna be competing. Yeah. It's his first time competing, and super stoked for him to go out there and go do his thing. Just making sure everything's all tied up, his weight's on point and everything too. We also got Mr. Charlie Minelli, little Charlie 38.
Oh, that's right.
That's the Instagram handle. He's a hilarious guy, funny guy. The funny guy, Charlie's it's his second in-gym training event. So I talked about these in-gym training events last time. If you guys go over it, I'm not going to go over it too much this time because it's getting late.
You got the W for the first one, right?
Yeah, you got the decision for that one. So they do declared winner for it, which again, go over to episode 2. I talk a little bit more about those ones and everything as well. But yeah, I got Ralph and Charlie coming up on it. Ralph, actually, he joined over on my Thailand training camp earlier this year.
Oh, that's right. You had a lot of good things to say about that. It was pretty fun.
He joined for both weeks. He was with us in Bangkok and in Phuket. So Bangkok, go to Kit Kanton Gym. Yeah. Shout out to those guys. Awesome. And Thai Muay Thai.
I think you're planning another one, right?
Yeah, we're planning another one. I don't have the dates quite hammered out. Yeah, I actually just got a text message about some of that stuff right now, too.
Around what time is it or what?
Either going to be at the end of the year in December or it's going to be in April.
Sounds good. I might join you guys for one of those.
You should. April's a good time. It's just hot as hell. But I don't mind the heat.
Yeah.
But last time we went, one of our students almost got heat stroke because they weren't drinking enough water. I'm always telling them on people I'm like a mom out there hey, you gotta drink your water, gotta drink your water, gotta drink your water. And
you have your helmet on, huh?
Yeah, but the thing is, and they're like, oh, I'm drinking enough water. It's no, you're not. Because of how hot it is out there.
You're like, I'm drinking a 40.
Not the same.
That dehydrates you.
Yeah, exactly. So, no more drinking those tall bottles of Singha or Chang beer.
That's right.
So
save that for dinner.
Oh yeah. But yeah, a lot of good stuff out there during the Thailand training camp. At Thai Muay Thai, there's actually this guy Christian that we met out there.
No.
And he ended up a cool guy from Argentina. Man, what's Christian's last name? Let me see this here.
Yeah, it was kind of cool when you guys were out there posting when you guys were at the gym and stuff like that. I almost felt like I was out there with you guys.
And I went back out there afterwards.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
As you should.
Yeah, it was great to get some experience and stuff like that too.
Yeah, it was cool to see you guys go in on. And then a lot of the people came back with good techniques to share and stuff like that. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was cool to be able to train with Naparat. Talked about this a little bit last time. Naparat from Kit Kanton Gym. He happens to be down at Thai. just like a small world again. So super stoked to be able to train with him. Again, he's like a knee specialist.
So how many times do you think you've been out to Thailand so far in your life?
Over 10.
Damn, that's not bad.
Easily over 10. Because a couple years ago, in like once or twice. I've been for like pretty much 2 months this year.
Do you think you're fully engulfed now in the culture of Muay Thai now?
Yeah. Speaking of it, I showed you my sakyant, right? The tattoo?
Oh, yeah.
Did I show you it?
Yeah, I saw it, yeah. I saw it one time, I think he had like a tank top on. I was like, damn, that's sick.
Those of you that don't know what a sakyant is, what a sakyant is, sorry, I'm trying to pull up this guy, Christian's
what did you say, from Argentina?
Yeah, he's from Argentina. But let's see, his name is like El Bastardo or something like that on Instagram. So I'm trying to find him. I know she's changed it. He's back in Argentina right now, doing like seminars and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Where
pretty neat that you go to the other place halfway around the world and you meet people from halfway around the world.
Oh man, of course. Got to.
That's just crazy about Muay Thai. It's more like kind of like the whole. It's almost like a way of life, obviously, like a lifestyle, you know.
There's their best. His Instagram handle is bastardo _top Thai, one word, and then period st. So this guy. Christian Pastor is his last name, so is this guy right here. Oh. So that guy, he's kicking right there in his Instagram profile. You know what that is?
Let's see what it is. No, I can't tell what it is.
Oh. Okay, so here, let me show you.
Sanchai or what?
Yeah, man, Sanchai.
Ooh.
Fought Sanchai Thai fight, and he didn't get knocked out by him. He lost a decision.
Damn.
So we were training with him when we were out there and everything too. He's a super cool guy. He's hilarious, man. Got a funny laugh. We're hanging out with him at Thai New Year at Songkran.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, he's hilarious. He's got a funny laugh, man. Just full laughter, great energy, great dude.
So what time of the year is Thai New Year?
Thai New Year is April also. That's when it's hot. They do the water festival.
But that's where you want to go out there.
Oh yeah, it's nice. It's so much fun. Everybody left the day before though. The day before, that was everybody's like, "Oh, no, you guys gotta leave."
The day
like,
before it starts.
Yeah, before like the big. It's a whole party in the whole country for like a week.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so the whole street, everybody's got squirt guns and stuff like that.
I mean, Muay Thai is cool, but partying is even cooler.
Well, even just that, man. Like the kind of partying, you don't have to drink, you don't have to do anything like that. It's just a lot of fun. It's just the best thing I could say is just love. Everybody's got love for each other. No one's mad. No one's getting upset. Just a lot of stuff you couldn't do normally, like you're spraying people in the face as they drive by on their motorbikes.
Flowers and hugs, pretty much.
Yeah, well, it's like, they actually put flour. They like it's like talcum powder. They put it mixed with water. They put it on your face. They say "Sawati Pipai." That means New Year, Happy New Year.
Oh, right on.
And they come over and white on your face, just spray on your face and stuff. So it's just straight up like love from everybody.
I know in LA, right? They have like fights during that time. Or
yeah, they do a Thai New Year celebration. It's not the same time as Songkran in Thailand because they have to get permits and stuff like that. But it's usually the first Sunday of every April. Yeah, they do have that.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so they do have that down there. So it's a super cool event. Man, I don't even remember how we got over onto this. Oh, we were talking about the cultural stuff too. We were talking about my sakyant. Yeah, so that's like what a sakyant is they actually used to put these scriptures on like their weapons, like the Thai weapons and their armor. I guess someone got crazy enough to be like, "Hey, I'm wearing some tattooed this stuff on my body." Yeah, I'll put it on my body.
Yeah.
Put it on my chest, put it on my face, put it on my throat, put it on my arm, my hands.
Yeah.
So they have these different things for like it's supposed to be like protection during like battle, and they have different meanings and stuff like that. The one I have is called a Gao Yord, so it's like the 9 top. It's supposed to be like for good luck in like all aspects of your life.
Well, that's pretty neat though. It kind of protects you when you're going to war. Cause I mean, that's how Muay Thai was created, right?
Oh yeah,
it's definitely art of war.
So it's definitely something that's ingrained in it. And I don't have tattoos, man. So it was big. It's a big deal for me to get it, man. A lot of people are always like, "Oh, tattoos hurt."
Yeah.
So I had my girlfriend with me, and she was like, "Oh, she has tattoos on her arm, everything like that," and she's like, "Man, that hurt more than a regular tattoo."
And how was it different, like with a tattoo gun or what?
No, this one they do it by hand, but her tattoos that she got before were done with a tattoo gun.
Yeah.
And it has like shading and everything where they drag, but so this one she said it hurts more.
It's like old school, it's like a prison tat almost.
Well, they do it by hand, one thing at a time. It's not hitting with a hammer. It's literally poking it by hand.
Ooh.
It's all sterile and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
He has like the blood safe certificates.
So that was your first tattoo?
Yeah, well, I had one tattoo on the inside of my lip right here. That doesn't really count. Yeah, that one actually didn't hurt that bad.
Everybody had to have one.
Yeah, no one knows about that. I'm not going to talk about it. You guys can ask me about it. Maybe I'll show you if you come to the academy and ask to see it.
What is it?
I got before. Don't say what it is, Villa.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I got it before I started Muay Thai. And, of course, training Muay Thai, I get hit in the mouth, and a lot of it fell out, as you can see, right? You can still make it out, though.
It's kind of there.
It's kind of there.
But not really.
So, with that said, too, with Rock coming over, he trained in Thailand and everything with us. Really stoked for him to go out and compete. He's competing against another guy who has a little bit of experience, but I think he only has, like, one smoker, and then he has one match, like, one sanctioned bout that he lost. So, it's a good matchup for him. I'm super stoked for him to go out there, and he's been training really hard. Charlie, he's funny. He's his opponent, for Charlie's opponent. Funny enough, my last trip to Thailand, on the way out there, I saw this kid wearing, like blonde hair, kind of looked like Eminem a little bit.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, super cool guy.
Bleach tips.
Yeah, he has this brand called Katsy, like Yo, it's Katsy. Catsy. So he's on my Muay Thai shirt, and then he's like, "Hey, you train Muay Thai?" And I was asking where you train. He trains at the Yard.
Oh,
Joe Schilling's gym.
Yeah.
So we ended up connecting. He was sitting right in front of me too. I have all the seats on the plane sitting right in front of me. So, and we're going. It's same connection, everything like that too. So we went through the Chinese airport together, and we were talking. Super cool guy. I can't remember his name. I want to say he's like Corey or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Well, I'll see him again tomorrow. But really looking forward to that matchup. And I think it's definitely evenly matched.
So that's Charlie, right?
Yeah, Charlie's gonna be competing against him. Definitely even match, but it's funny how small the world is. So he's trained out in Thailand too. He was trained out at Sitsong Pinong.
Oh, right.
He was out there for like a birthday trip. He didn't compete or anything like that out there. He was just training,
fun or whatnot.
Vacation a little bit. So super cool guy, super humble, friendly guy too. He's into like crust punk and everything too. Yeah, like some of that stuff. So we were talking a little bit about that. If you guys know my background, I got some of that stuff in there too.
Yeah, because the show you did the other day was supposed.
My punk show, our punk band reunion show. If you guys didn't know, I was in a punk band at one point. If you guys have any kids that are in our kids program or teens program that think they have cool hair or whatever, I can ask them to see pictures of my mohawk.
Oh.
That thing was like 2 feet. It was ridiculous.
You'd poke an eye out with that.
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure I did poke somebody in the eye with it a couple times. I just remember having to squeeze down and squeeze my legs tucked together like this when I get into the car to go to like shows and like head between my legs for like 3 hours, drive down to San Diego to play shows.
Put the seat down all the way down.
I would sleep on my side. I would do it the day before. I'd sleep on my side. I wouldn't really sleep that much the day before shows.
Have that perfect hair.
Yeah, man. I needed to have it. That's part of the punk thing, man.
That's right.
It was fun, but I think that's a lot of where like a DIY culture for like here in the academy kind of came into. It's like, hey man, let's anchor the bags.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's right, yeah.
Screen printing, like the guy who does our screen printing, Javi. Yeah. His company Merch Now. It used to be Modern Made Merch. He started doing merchandise. He was in a band called the Warriors, a hardcore punk. It was like a hardcore band. Do you remember the Warriors? Yeah. So he's in the Warriors, and he's been screen printing since then. It turned into this bill. He works with major merchandisers now.
Yeah, definitely staying busy. That's crazy how the connections from the past kind of help you now.
Oh yeah, no, they're super fast. Really love them. If anybody's out there is looking for a screen printer here in Ventura County, they're based in Oxnard again. They were in Camarillo for a while.
Yeah, I remember them being
Yeah, so they were in Camarillo. They moved out there. And Merch Now. So check them out. Willow, she's an office manager over there. Great people. She got a dog and everything. Wednesday. They're super cool people. They're helping us out. They're helping us make our merchandise for up in Santa Barbara and stuff too.
Definitely. I like the shirts from here too. They're nice. They're nice and soft and comfortable.
I'm actually, speaking of shirts, I'm actually working on getting some coaches uniforms and some stuff for our leadership team. They're like dry fit.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do some. I'll have to do some uniform shirts for our competition team too.
Yeah, I like the hoodie though, dude. That seems nice and soft.
The gray one.
It's nice.
Yeah, I like the gray one too. A lot of people have some requests for the black and everything. Yeah. What do you think?
I like the gray one. That's what I use.
I like the gray too. The black, I had dogs and cats and stuff like that. It's just black does not work for me.
It's not good.
No, it ends up going away. But I had a lot of requests for the black, so we'll see.
Yeah, if you're out here doing activities, black isn't so well.
No, man. Well, hey, I'm really glad we ended up doing this podcast today, man.
Yeah, dude. First one.
Nice. Yeah. If you guys didn't know, David was one of the people that was like, "Hey, we should do a podcast."
Yeah, because it's just something at the end of the end of class or whatnot. Yeah, we'll be out here just spitting rhymes for like 30 minutes.
And we have so many different awesome conversations, and man, I hope to do another one with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you're open to it, because you know it's 10 p.m. now, and usually we'll end up doing this stuff, and no one ever hears about it. You had some great ideas. Hey, you know, what was it? Go Fund My Fight. .com. I saw that domain name, man.
Oh, yeah. Go Fund My Fight.
Yeah, remember you were talking about some other things too. So, for any of you that are out there, maybe we'll talk about some of that stuff.
Yeah, we got some pretty good ideas.
Yeah, some good stuff to help out some amateur competitors and stuff too. Great idea, and kind of see it execute, but I think it's good to put that stuff out in the universe.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, if we don't do it, I mean, somebody has to.
Yeah, I mean, somebody can pick it up and run with it.
Oh, man, yeah, please. And you have to give us credit, though. Okay?
Yeah, because I know a lot of people say that Muay Thai hasn't really picked up in the U.S. as much, but...
It doesn't have the gambling aspect to it.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's definitely other ways to make it big, you know?
For sure. Well, hey, David, thanks again for coming in, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad to have you in the academy as a student, as a friend. If anybody out there, feel free to say hi to him. He's a scary guy that sometimes comes in through the back.
Oh, yeah.
Come through the front door, man.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta check in.
My bad, dude.
Yes. So, you know, if you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast, please let us know. Be sure to subscribe. You can find us on, do you have Spotify?
I actually get off of the podcast.
Oh, on iTunes?
On iTunes.
Yeah, we're on iTunes, in the iTunes store. You can also find us on Spotify as well.
Don't forget to put a review because that gives me help.
Oh yeah, man! Definitely give us a review if you guys like it. Share it, and we'll keep this thing going.
That's right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll keep you posted on the competitions that happen tomorrow.
That's right.
All right. So what do you cop?